On the second day of the trip, my Sony helmet camera died. I filmed the rest of the trip on my old drift camera. The quality of this picture, camera angles and sound may be reduced because of this. Spoken by nobody in government, nowhere near Canberra.
Alright, we're up to day 3. So far, a lot of rain. And the forecast, a lot more rain. I said before, I just wanted to do this trip solo, spend time with myself, and part of that is possibly just adjusting my outlook on things. I mean, I'm a problem solver. I always find the best way out of things, but I've been so negative in recent years. Plenty of reasons for that, none of which have got anything to do with me or my family, all of which have got to do with the entire world. But one must go on, one must get the best out of stuff. So with that in mind, I've got, another 8 days of this to go through. The forecast saying it's going to be shit weather, absolutely shit, for a lot of the time. So I'll go ahead. If I get to camp tonight and it's just dreadful, pissing down, well, the Walker Royal is just up the road. But I'm going to try and just go, nah, this is what I got. Could be worse. I mean, the wonderful Woodridge Park Country Estate, the little room they have here, is only $100 or $90 or something, and that is bloody awesome. They've got everything, like, everything you want. The camp kitchen is basically just a great built-in kitchen and part of this quadrangle. There's a kettle and toaster here, but there's also knives and forks, plates, cups, spoons, all the rest of it. And more than that, there was a little tear had started in one of my backpacks, and what did I find here? A sewing kit. So I was able to fix that. How good is that, So anyway, day 3, here we go. And I'm going to start it off by going up a road I haven't gone up in, I'm thinking 8 years. Maybe 7. And it's this one, it's the Oxley Highway, where I got this t-shirt. Good will this be? Even if it's raining, it's gonna be good. Let's get her going. Okay, let's do the Oxley Highway in the drizzling rain so far. Have fun on the twisties and see the amazing views. It's also just a road and has the usual hazards and joys that come with riding. Gotta remember that. You get on these special roads, sometimes you get a little bit excited or you expect too much. It's just another road. Right one, there's a pretty cool looking bridge just down here. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice suspension bridge. Must have stood up to quite a lot over the years, and there it still is. Over the Hastings River. We'll go up here a little bit, just check out what it would have been like where I was going to explore yesterday afternoon on the way in, or this morning on the way out. I was going to do quite an extensive dirt road up here. Never been on it, don't know what to expect. Let's go have a look. You guys just out in the road, are you? Oh fuck, don't do that, seriously. No through road still ahead. Pipe clay road, that was the road I was thinking of. So, pipe clay, does that instill confidence?
Ooh. That's a little bit pipe clay like. Alright, so if I do this all the way, it's going to take me back past Wallhope. I'll have to come back around. I'm going to add an hour to my trip. Don't really want to. I mean, I do really want to. I want to do everything, but I have to get to the other end of the Oxley by tonight, and in good light. I've learned that with Bill the first time we did it. We got to the top, which is the long, fast 70 kilometers flat bit in the bloody setting sun with critters everywhere, and yeah, it was pretty scary. So I don't want to be doing that again. It's a cool road. Pretty sure I've seen Phil from Mid-Coast Adventures through this road. But yeah, I need to be sensible next time I see somewhere that you can turn around. Ooh, look at that smeary stuff down there. It looks very smeary. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fun to do all of that. Some smeary clay bits, but they're probably not that bad. Me and the bike are capable of more than we think, or more than I think, including the Shinko tyres and the 17-inch front wheel. Anyway, I got to experience pipe clay road a little bit. I should scoop some up and make a wee pipe. Let's stop and have a better look at this bridge. The Kindy Bridge. See, the original plan was, hey, we could send the drone up in a place like this. It's not going up in the rain, is it? Well, that was quite remarkable. The Kindy Bridge, mostly timber, and there it is. It must have withstood hundreds of floods. And yet, something new like the Oxley Highway falls apart every time there's one flood. It's funny to walk over because the tar, it's got dimples in between all the timbers, like you're going to fall through. Of course, you're probably not. Anyway, that's cool. I'm glad I came down to see this. And yes, there's going to be constant road work. There was supposed to be something ridiculous like 70 landslips across this road in the big flood. Rode off lots and lots of parts of the road. It's kind of cool though. I mean, the views aren't great and everything. It's atmospheric. Not much visibility, you might say. Oh, that's a corner that keeps on giving. I think this is the spot where Bill and I did some ride-bys. Took footage and photographs of each other riding by there. Ooh. Somebody's blowing their engine or brakes or something. Very oily smell. Actually, it's like a turpentine smell. Maybe it's the smell of the forest. Could be. It's pretty strong though. Do turpentine trees smell like turpentine? I ask all the big questions. I do believe that's where I came out. Notting Bull Road it is. When I did the huge ride up the mountain, same as this but all dirt from Elands. That was an amazing experience. And that means that Ginger's Creek Cafe is only half a dozen corners away, I think. Not too far anyway. Not sure if it's open, but it's somewhere to stop. Alrighty. Not sure if they're open, we'll find out in a minute. Oh, the guy at Ginger's Creek has laid on an absolute treat for me. Oh yeah. Bacon and egg bun with the lot. And the view's just sensational. Well, on we go. Rain's getting worse if anything. It's getting pretty cold. Rain's starting to get through the cracks in the rain gear. It's becoming fucking freezing. Well, this is rubbish. So I was going to call up the Tia Falls no matter what, just to check the place out. I just want to get to walking now and get under cover, I think. It's so tentative. I've always wanted to know what was up there. In spite of the weather, temptation and the desire to make the best of whatever came along and just enjoy being out on a trip got the better of me. So I rode up to check out Tia Falls. The ride was the muddiest, most nerve-wracking ride I've probably ever had, and the campground and falls was so awesome that I've decided to make a special video just about the ride up there and a walk into the gorge. So I got back on the Oxley highway and pretty much flew the 30 kilometres into Walker, glad that I would soon have a warm shower and dry room to stay in. So I got me a room at the Walker Royal. Rather remarkably, we've had a couple of hours, well, an hour and a half of sun in the middle of this storm. The storm is coming back, but in the meantime I set up my own little Chinese laundry at the end of the veranda to dry all my shit. So Falco's having a bit of a drying session, well, the luggage is anyway. Just trying to dry some stuff out. Falco Jr. is having a bit of a sleep in the sun. Better be quiet not to wake him up. And yeah, bloody hell, absolutely got soaked, but it's great to be back at the Royal. All those interesting, fascinating things like the tree made of star pickets. Always like that. Just bumped into Tony and said hello to her. Haven't seen her for a few years, haven't stayed here for about 4 years. Well, I think today is starting off with an attitude of trying to be positive, not be fed up about my camera being bad, the weather being shit. Kind of paid off. I'm really glad. Went and checked out that bridge. I really enjoyed trudging up the Oxley at a snail's pace in the rain and the misty mountains all around me and the beautiful forest. And I really enjoyed the scary ride up to Tia Falls and the little walk I did there. I'm definitely going back there. And I'm in the Walker Royal, one of my favourite places. So all in all, it's been a good day.